Transitioning. Waiting on Phil. Good morning, Chopperz. How you doing today, man? We have a hell of a week, real busy week. It's crazy.
Super busy.
As you guys see, I'm still growing out the beard with Phil here. Our due date is March 15th.
I'm here.
Here we go. Squeeze in more, Phil.
Oh.
Right there, man. So yeah, man, real busy week.
It's been busy.
So
Guess
busy.
everybody got their taxes.
Woo! I haven't gotten mine yet, man. I'm still waiting on my taxes.
Yeah, I'm waiting on mine. Sam, please. I need them.
Liberty tax. I did them with you guys. You guys are taking forever. It's not you, it's IRS.
Don't do them with them. I got the right person to do it, man.
No. Go to Jackson and do it.
Liberty was taxing me.
Taxes.
Liberty was taxing me. Charging me so much money just to do my taxes, and I finally found somebody that does it for cheap.
Yeah, but do they do it right and good?
Yeah,
for the low.
Doing it for the past 6 years, and it's been great.
Where'd you go?
She actually works from her house.
Oh,
See,
mi casa, su casa.
She charges me $120 just to do my taxes.
Nice.
And I think
you have a lot of taxes.
That's good enough.
Hey.
It's bad when you gotta pay.
Hey. What the?
Wow!
Love that movie. Brokeback was a good movie, man. There's a lot of story to that movie.
Yeah.
Watch it with your wife. Don't watch it with your boy.
That's how you know Phil is Greek.
Yeah, I watch everything, man.
Thank you.
I watch everything. Hey,
Connecticut.
hello to everybody tuning in. All right, so real quick, just to get on a quick topic so some of my clients are saying they follow us, they listen to us, but we only talk barber talk, and I'm like, hey, it's a barber podcast. But they're like, even when you talk barber talk, I don't understand, like, you guys just go into things without, like, really explaining. So I'm like, all right. So now I guess, like, if we talk about something, let's try to explain it also to people that ain't barbers.
All right,
just
cool.
So
Yeah, we can do that. Understand what the barber business is all about.
Yep, and then one of my clients wants to be a barber, so he's halfway understanding what we're talking about. So, like, I guess we got to break it down for.
So if they're watching right now, our third topic of the day is the key to success in the barber industry, from the chair to outside of a chair as a barber. So stay tuned to that. We're gonna go really detailed into this. So this might help you guys who are up and coming barbers too as well. As we were talking behind the scenes earlier too, we were talking about a gentleman who has a certain situation who went to a barber school. Barber school was closed down. So how do you go from that situation into getting? You already did your hours, but you still have to take the state board. So stay tuned to that too. We'll be talking about that soon. Yep. A lot of things going on in the barber industry, man. Shout out to every barber out there. I've been seeing a lot of barber battles, new barber battles too as well, man.
Jay's down in Fresno right now.
He's in Fresno, California, man.
With Papito Blessed Hand.
Yeah. Shout outs to.
So, I see those barber battles, man, and they look nice. They're cool. Everything's set up dope.
Yeah.
But it still does not compete. Or anywhere
with
close
the CT Barber Expo, man.
CT Barber Expo is just
that's crazy, right? Like,
it's just the Super Bowl of barbering and cosmetologists.
It really is a Super Bowl.
I respect Jay for the fact that Jay always says that he's old school in his ways when he talks about really, like, I'm going up to somebody and I'm introducing myself, and a handshake goes a long way.
A long way, it does, man.
So as a barber, we have advantages of us. Every day we have, like I said before in a different podcast, we have different people sitting at chairs. Especially like when I'm working at my shop, I take advantage, dude. I got lawyers, I got doctors, I got all these shout outs to Goodwin Park. I have to say this. This is how long
Hartford?
Goodwin Park in Hartford, the golf course up there where they do the Christmas lights too. Shout outs to them, man, because this is what I'm talking about. A handshake goes a long way. Kennedy's Barber Club, shout out. We're gonna be featured in Goodwin Park.
At a golf hole? Like, which hole did you sponsor?
Man, 18.
You sponsored the 18th hole?
Nah, not yet. We are.
Listen, man, I'm not gonna bash them, but I'm gonna bash them. because I paid for that, right?
Yeah.
It was $350.
Wow.
And I sponsored hole number 3, and they never put my logo up on. They put it in the little booklet, but when you get to hole 3 or hole 18 or whatever one, it's supposed to say this hole 18, is sponsored by Kennedy's Barbershop.
Yeah.
And they never put my logo there.
Oh wow.
So I had a 2-year agreement. It was $700, $350 each year, and I canceled it. And I let them know I actually even wanted my money back. But I was like, you know what? You guys can keep the money. I don't care about the money.
So actually, they're actually featuring us. We're not doing no sponsorship or anything like that. They're actually featuring us. So somebody reached out to me from Goodwin Park. They want to feature us. And I was like, okay, cool.
You're going to end up having to pay.
Nice.
I'm going to sponsor a hole. They're going to put you in the little pamphlets that they have, which is cool. But make sure your name gets on that hole. So if I go golfing there this summer with my fellas, and we get to hole number 18.
You want to see Kennedy's?
I want to see Kennedy's Barbershop.
Yeah.
I even told people, I said, I'll give you $100. If you get to hole number 3, take a picture with my sponsor and you in it, I'll give you $100.
Yeah.
And none of my clients that golf there were able to do it.
Wow.
Because I was like, maybe they put it up. And it's only from like October all the way to like August or something, or like July.
Okay.
That's the time frame. So I'm like, nobody plays golf in the winter, but that's when you have to pay for it. But still, I paid for it and never got there.
All right.
So, but shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Anyways,
and you better do my boy Kennedy's right, man, because I will take a turd on hole number 18 if his name is not there. I will drop one. Deuces.
Be careful with sponsorships too, man. There's a lot of people out there. Shout outs to guy. We got hopefully he's coming in from New York, so he's probably still on the way driving up here. He said he might make it by 12 or a little bit after, so we're gonna wait for him. So we might have a special guest for you guys today here, and he's also gonna be one of our new sponsors. So shout outs to that. Also back to this topic, man. So you wanted to touch the fact that what was talking behind the scenes? We was talking about like
we had a couple of topics behind the scenes.
So the first one you came.
When
you came in, you was like, I want to touch this on the show, and
I said we all have white cars. What a coincidence!
That's some racist shit, bro.
Dude, we all have white cars. That's definitely
got the Barbers KKK here.
Oh, we do. I'm gonna name my car Casey.
Oh my God,
my car is Casey. Yours could be Cubics.
So
and yours could be Clancy. No, but
people, what's up with the ring lights?
I like those ring lights.
All over the feeds and
putting it on people's heads like that. Hey man, I guess.
Oh yeah, man. You see that? That looks pretty. There was one barber who did it. He took it off the thing and put it on somebody's head. It looks kind of fly though. I like it.
You know what? The fade coming from the light coming from up.
Yeah.
On the fade was dope.
Some people was already talking crazy about it, but I don't know. That's unique. That's something unique.
I'm about to make shoulder pads with lights on it, so you just put it over somebody's head while you're wow. You gotta invent something crazy.
Oh man.
Alright, so what was it? Alright, so you guys want to get on the guy that reached out to me then? Talk about that topic?
Yeah.
School? Okay, so I had a situation. My tattoo artist hit me up. Shout out to one of my tattoo artists, Andreas, down at Radical House. So he hit me up. I guess his barber is having a situation that he no longer wants to be at his shop. And so I said, all right, cool. As long as he has his license, send him down. I'll take care of him. I'll put him in the shop. I'll start, promoting the dude. But he was like, he finished school. He doesn't have his license. So I'm like, all right. I was like, so does he have his hours or, his stuff set up for him to like just go take the test? And I guess the school that the kid went to finished his hours, but the school shut down. So I'm not sure, or he's sure, or whatever. We start communicating like right here, how he's gonna get his paper saying he has his hours so he could go take the state board. What do I do in this situation? How should I help him?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what can be done? Should I take him to the school I went to? And
yeah. I think you should take them to where you went to. I think
they're gonna. Miss Payne, Franklin Ave,
yes. Check them out. Shout out. Actually, shout outs to my girlfriend. She's a social worker, and she took some of her clients over. Their special needs as well. So she took some of her clients there.
To Miss Payne?
To Miss Payne.
Oh, yeah, we were cutting hair when we were going to school there. Yeah. Did you ever do it?
So the guys got a chance, and she told me about it. So shout outs to her for that.
We used to cut up a whole bus. Would show up.
Yeah.
Like 10, 11 of them would pop out. You know, and
I got the selfie stick. Right.
So shout outs to my girlfriend and Miss Payne for doing that.
Social
for that.
Would pop out.
Yes. She brought them in a bus too.
That's awesome, man. That's dope.
Yeah. So that was pretty dope. But yeah, I think you should bring him to Miss Payne
and see if she can handle
that situation. It's sad to hear.
Pay for this kid to take his test. I know. It's like $65 or what.
Yeah.
Well, how much does it cost to take the test now? $65, $80, something like that.
That's cheap, dude.
Yeah.
65.
65.
65.
Heck, I don't even pay for that.
Yeah, New York, you expensive, man.
Why? How much is in New York?
About $1 something.
That ain't too bad. I mean, it is a lot more than us, but it ain't too bad. Thought you were about to hit me with like a $250 bill.
It's probably there now.
Yeah,
probably.
That's crazy. Like, why can't every state be the same and everything?
I think alike, man.
That's
I think
exactly what I was talking.
You was talking about that,
yeah. Now, who posted something? Somebody posted something where you need less hours to be a policeman.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy. I think that was Lowe's.
You need less hours to be a policeman in a certain state.
Yes, shout out to Lowe's. He actually posted that. Dreamteam Cuts posted that up. So shout out to him for posting.
That was crazy, man. Like 3 states.
It's crazy how the barbers need more hours than a police officer, a mailman.
And trust me, I think that they trust us more than they trust the police officers.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they like us more too.
And they get paid less than us.
Something else.
That's the crazy part. They get paid way less than us.
Who, police officers?
Police officers.
Yeah, they do.
They get
like double what police officers.
We all do, man. Yeah. It's crazy.
That's exactly what I was saying on my first interview. Every school should have the same hours, the same rules.
I think every state, all 50 states should have the same hours, the same requirements that a barber needs, because we're all in the same industry. It doesn't differ where you at. We all use blades. We all use machines. We all use all the same sanitation products. Yep. We use the same thing. So why not just get all 50 states, same hours? And that's it. It's easy because for us barbers, we travel a lot. We sometimes travel a lot. We move around, or we just decide to, after a few years, we made it here. Now we want to go to a different state and explore something new, man. It'd just be easier for us to transfer our license, and we don't have to go through the headache of going through City Hall in your town and then going it's like when I came here to Connecticut. It's terrible.
You got your license, right?
You want to go?
I finally got it. Yeah.
You just want to go to a town and start
the transition was crazy, and I had to wait months for just a transfer of a license. Like, I'm like, dude. And I have more hours in New York. I have 1,500 hours in New York as a licensed barber.
You only need 1,000 here.
You only need 1,000 here in Connecticut. So I'm like, what is the issue? Like,
and I heard in New York you got to take somebody to do the test and all that.
You have to take a model with you for the 14 steps of shave.
Here we just need 2 hours of test. That's it. Written test.
That's it?
That's it.
No 14, no shaves?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. You don't even need to know how to cut hair in the state anymore.
Yeah.
To get your license. They just go to school, take the test. You don't even need to know how to cut hair.
Wow.
Like, if you want to own a shop, then go ahead. Just get your license.
My son can take the test right now. Well, not.
No, yeah. But you know what you're saying.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't need to know how to cut hair. That's the bad part. Like, we're getting all these fresh, young individuals that really...
You don't need a spark plugs and air filter. You got me?
Yeah, he got you.
Yes, I got you. KinoTheBarber.com. Find it right there today. Free shipping. Wow.
A lot of these guys that we get raw out of school really don't know how to cut hair yet. And it's like...
It's true, man.
Like, they wanted to go to school, which is good. They did it, but
like one of my mentors, the guy that really teach me how to cut hair, he's a all-around barber. He knows how to do everything, but he doesn't have a license. And he's, like, super highly skilled.
There's a lot of dope barbers out here, man. And there's a lot of them. I met so many. The only thing is that's the problem. No
But
license, man.
No license.
No, he's been unlicensed for all them years, and still he still haven't seen no state board going to his shop. None of that.
Yeah, that's
You
crazy.
don't
Like,
see
a
that
lot of times
often
they don't.
here in CT.
They came here. I'll tell you that. Someone sent them here.
I bet somebody called. That's the
100%.
the only way. You
It's like Big Pun.
100% someone called.
The guy sitting in the back of the classroom with the glasses.
The glasses, packing them back of the back.
Wow.
Hey, man, you see this device right here? I don't know what it is, but it's a clipper. Right? You see this?
Call it the
Everybody see
alien.
this? It's huge. I want to shave my chest with this thing for some reason. Like my daughter yesterday, she was pulling my chest hair, and I need to shave it.
Yo,
so
that is serious.
this thing right here might get rubbed up on my chest today. I don't know.
Wow.
Dude, y'all might see some.
We'll do it live on this show. I don't care.
Y'all might see some live
That's gonna be on the CT
What?
Barber Expo.
chest clipper
I'm
work.
bad? Yeah, I'm bad. Look at that. Look at that. That's
Damn, kid.
Kino.
Oh my God!
Got me, B?
Hello,
Superman!
I'll throw this out right here.
we need a braider.
Yo, forget about that. We gonna put the S on his chest.
Now walking around like I got some breasts on my chest. What?
Ooh,
Oh my God!
some double D's.
So
Made up ball trimmer.
listen,
That is the craziest.
this I don't know what it is. Look, it's on.
And you can remove the blades too.
Can I remove it while it's on?
No.
Okay, all right.
Oh my God!
How about now?
Press both.
Press
of the-
both sides
What's
of
that?
it and take it out. Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
look at that.
Oh la la!
See?
Yeah, and it brings 70 of those.
What? Bring 70 of these?
of those.
No, he's
Oh, I was like, what? I'll get this.
He's lying.
What is it, though?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Asian people are very
Yo, you
creative.
know what's crazy? You just said that, right? I was just thinking. Remember in Chow?
Don't it look
Remember
like Predator?
Hangover 2? Chow was
Yeah,
sleeping. And
Chow was
They
sleeping.
grabbed a little dinky and they're like, what is it?
Yeah.
He's like, I think it's a chachi. It's like, I feel the same way with this right here. Like, I'm touching like a little, like, what is it? And like, Chow's gonna pop up like, it's my dinky. But like, I don't know what it is.
Yo, the barber industry gets so creative. I mean,
It really does.
There you have it. This
Look.
we over here talking crazy about it, but it's
this
like
is like,
the
where
future.
you got,
might be the
where's the
future.
pair? You got one of these around there somewhere in the package. These. So he got these, ladies and gentlemen.
What is that?
This you could hold in your keychain. This is actually a flathead and a star
There's
screwdriver.
a lot of people like to
And this-
modify their
This is to
Oh.
modify
Yo, you know what?
$5. That's it.
and clean your trimmers,
You know
clean
what
your
they gotta come out
clippers.
with?
What?
I recommend this for traveling barbers.
Kino got the little thing to jailbreak his phone too. Look at that.
Oh,
Yep, I'd be
Clean
happy.
your nails. I don't know what he does with this. But check it out. You know that thing that's on the side of the Andes? How it has the two holes? And you gotta put the
yeah.
Like, where do we buy that tool? Like,
The what?
You know the
On the
Andes
side-
masters?
I'll
It
be right
has
back.
two.
Wait, show
has-
me, because
oh,
I
no.
can probably
I'm
get
gonna
it.
show you.
All right, so you know the original wall, right? It brings the power button right here,
Okay.
and it has two holes usually.
Okay.
So the Andes master has two little ones,
Oh,
and
yeah,
you need
yeah.
to
Oh, you're talking about
Yo, Gab, I'm grabbing your machine, Gab.
la tijera que yo te di. The
cacho?
It's almost like that.
It's almost like that, yeah. So it's almost like
Wait,
this.
can we use this?
I think
I
you
mean,
might be. Oh, there it goes.
Mira.
This right here.
So
See that?
That right there. Look, this piece has it.
And this is for
What
the
is that?
shears.
That's for the shears.
Let me
This
see.
is-
Let me see this.
That's for the cacho
You can
shears.
turn. No, you can't. It doesn't work. It doesn't fit.
I got,
No, it's not the same size.
but I got a
Oh,
cup.
yeah, I got it. Oh,
There we
yeah,
go.
there you go. Oh, make them say, oh, look at that.
No.
See that? See?
Oh, we just
Everybody
discovered that you
viewing?
could use the.
Whoever's on
shears.
YouTube can see this. Whoever's just listening, you can't.
Everybody, if you go to YouTube right now, you can see this live on YouTube.
Like this
That's my
piece
shit.
right here.
Guys,
This isn't even plugged in, man.
I recommend.
Look, this
I
is
recommend
gotta
all
be
you
seen.
guys that are on the live
Look, it
feeds
fits
right
right in
now.
there.
Everybody that's on live feed right now, go to YouTube.
See that?
We are live streaming over YouTube. You get a better view.
That's dope.
There's a phone number on there where you could
Oh,
call us
you can do
live.
that?
So call
Oh,
look
at
available.
that turns.
Call
See the knob right there? This piece right there goes right here, and you can turn it. Sweet. How much is this? Well, don't.
Oh, that's for the scissors.
It's for the scissors.
Yeah.
I think every barber should have this on their keys, man.
And these.
You see that? See these?
There you go. For your walls
See
and
that?
Andes.
I think every barber should definitely. I'm selling these. It's gonna be a PK on this, and a B.
I think we get the lace up front too. You put hair choppers
Hair choppers on it.
Yep.
There you go.
Put it in here with these scissors.
Come on. Yo, it was unplugged too. I didn't unplug it. It was already unplugged.
That's them babies.
So tune into YouTube. If you tune into YouTube, you get a better view of us, man. You get a better screen. There's a number on there where you could call. There's a live chat available for you guys where you could chat amongst each other. You could comment, subscribe to the channel.
Yo, whoever shows up
and
here
you can
today,
hit the bell notification so you could every time we go live, you get the notification every time we on live at Hair Chopperz. So check that out, guys. Salute to everybody out there that's putting in the work, man. Us here Mondays we are off as barbers. It's a day of rest for us to just pass time. And
we take our
we here
mornings
for
serious, and we show up here to talk about the industry, certain topics, and everything that's going on.
I'm gonna get into some barbers right now, man. For you guys who follow a lot of barbers, these are some barbers to follow. So this is what I mean. Tune into YouTube because you're on the lives right now, and you can't see what we're doing. So when we're talking about this, you can actually see the photo that we're transitioning into on the YouTube live screen. So it's better there for you to watch. So go to YouTube, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification for every time you want to get our notifications. We are live. So go to YouTube now so you can see what we're actually talking about. When we're transitioning and tuning into and transitioning into these barbers' photos. So the first barber we're gonna transition into is A-Rod.
So if you guys
will soon show up on the big screen over there.
All right.
So A-Rod is the first photo we're transitioning to. There we go. Dope cut. I like the little
Elegance barber. California.
He is an Elegance barber. He works. He's actually the owner and founder of Elegance Studio in California.
Co-owner.
Co-owner?
Co-owner.
I thought it was full owner already.
Co-owner with Marcus.
Okay, co-owner with Marcus. He's one of the owners, and now they're opening Elegance Studios in Chicago.
Smart.
So that's pretty dope.
They'll probably do one in New York next.
This haircut right here is pretty dope, man. I like how he did the little burst behind the ear.
Yeah, that looks cool.
I gotta say, man, he's
very creative, man.
Very creative.
His creativity is unbelievable. Guys, you have to tune into YouTube if you want to see what we're talking about. Tune into YouTube. You can see it on YouTube right now. Yeah, sneakers is nice.
Got the Kobe.
AV.
That's a dope cut.
Got you, AV. I got you, AV.
We should make a team right now.
We need AV part of this team, man. I think AV.
Right? I don't know.
Chef.
I want to see that battle, man. I really want to see AV versus
We're gonna see it, man. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna be hella fun.
I'm gonna have Brian start making some flyers so I can start promoting it, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working on that soon too. So we got right now, guys. We got A-Rod on screen.
Oh yes. Hey, AV wants us to mention he's looking for barbers, licensed barbers in the New London area. So if you're a licensed barber, or you're just looking for work and you're willing to even travel over there, AV, who's a dope barber, is looking for more barbers. So if AV sends us like some information in our DMs or something, we can post it on our page and help him out. But I don't know too much about the New London area. Uh-oh.
All right, guys. So the next...
AV, look, God, silly this dude.
All right, so the next barber I'm gonna be transitioning into, this guy is Charlie. Charlie's from Orlando, Florida, man. I've been following this guy for quite some years now, and his work is amazing. This guy is I've met him in a few barber shows too.
I like that.
Very humble.
Wow.
So this guy is an amazing barber. He got some crazy designs. His fades are unbelievable. So I'm gonna transition to his photo real quick. So you could follow him at Urban Barber. He is the owner of Urban Styles. I think he has 3 locations now, or a little bit more.
What logo is that with the X scissors?
That is, we're gonna mention that in a little while.
Okay.
So we got Urban Styles Charlie. His fade game is crazy. He's from
Urban Barber.
Urban Barber, yeah. Urban Styles. He's the owner of Urban Styles.
Go into him on YouTube.
He's got.
You wanna might follow him.
He's got a nice blend.
Shh.
We're close, bud. Oh,
that's Gabbard. Yeah, that's Gabbard.
Oh,
so he just came from New York. So we got a special guest in the building right now. So we got Urban Barber right now on the screen. So follow him. You want to follow Urban Barber.
Man, I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to come in for a haircut. Oh, no. All right.
So we right now on the screen. We got Urban Barber on screen again.
Hold up. There you go.
So we got Urban Barber on the screen right now. You might want to follow him and check out his work, man. His work is awesome. This is a great educator as well. He is owner of Barbershop. Shout outs to Chef the Barber from Sharp Image Barbershop, Connecticut. So this barber right here, man, I've been following him for quite some years, and he got some great work, great design. So make sure to tune in his page. He's another trending barber. You're always gonna catch him at a barber battle here or a barber expo there, you know. So that's gonna be pretty cool, man. So shout outs to him. Let's transition back to our live stream real quick. And then I got one more guy, and this other guy that I'm about to introduce to you guys is Mr. Jay Ramos. Jay Ramos, shout outs to all the Colombian barbers out there. Mr. Jay Ramos is actually a war educator. Has been a war educator for a few years now, and I got the chance to interview him about 3 to 4 years back. This guy is so humble, very knowledgeable on a lot of things. He also has his own line of products, Jay Ramos. Product line, he has shave gels, he got beard oil, shampoo, conditioner, pomade. His line, he's from Long Island, New York.
Long Island, New York.
War educator. This guy is amazing, does amazing work, very talented too in designs and everything. So make sure you go check him out. Official_J_Ramos. That's my guy right there, very humble guy, and I've been watching him for years, and I've also learned things from him. So I'm gonna transition to his screen right now, so you guys can actually get a vision of what he does. Business wise too, you're gonna learn a lot from this guy. If you want to own a barbershop, these are guys that I'm introducing you that are trending right now and that have a knowledge in the business. So they're able, you could shoot a DM to these guys, and trust me, they're gonna be humble enough to answer your DMs back and help you out in whatever questions you have about the business of being a barber, or how to become a barber, how to go about it, stuff like that. But remember, man, the more you get your education on and you get your license, it makes you a professional. You want to take your professional to that level, you know. It's recommended, you know, even though we don't like it and we don't like doing it, because you got some skills on you and anything, but it just makes you more there, you know. It's just like a person who wants to, a lawyer can't be a lawyer without his state board either. You know, a lawyer has to go, how many years? Like 8 years of school?
Too much years.
Probably more, man.
Probably even more to get to his PhD, just to get to the level of lawyer that he has to get to. You know, but everybody needs a doctor. Can't be a doctor. Like, barbers used to be surgeons and dentists back in the days. But now we are separated in categories. You have your dentist, and the dentist needs his certificate, his school diploma and all that. And you have to go through the process of learning, because you can't just go pull a teeth just because you're pulling a teeth. You know? So right now, let me transition back to our lives. Yeah, man. So in the building right now, we got Gabbard Julio, man. So this guy has a clothing brand. He made it all the way from New York, ladies and gentlemen. He's in the building. He told me by 12 o'clock, and the man is on point, man. That is pretty dope. So let's talk a little bit about how you came up with your logo, your clothing brand. What is it about? What's your mission? What's your company?
No, I grew up in the Bronx. I've been up here in Connecticut for 20 years. And In the Bronx, you know, all we do is hustle. You know what I mean? I was in the streets back in the days, and I decided to move to Connecticut with my sister to change my life around. You know what I mean? Everything out there was just. I wasn't going nowhere in the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx.
Sometimes you need change, right?
I feel you, brother. I'm from the Bronx too, man. And it's true, man. I'm a barber, and I was also sidetracked throughout my life because of the lifestyle out there and the things that you get and the temptations of things, you know, and then friendships too that you get involved with, and you know you get sidetracked and it doesn't let you focus really on what you want to do in life.
Exactly. So one thing that I realized that I need to change, because a lot of people they don't realize that they just stuck. It's like a never-ending circle over there. So once I realized that, my sister gave me the opportunity to move up here. I moved up here, and with the New York mentality, you know, I seen opportunities up here. So I did what I had to do to move forward. I got married, I got my kids, and I always wanted to do a clothing brand. But it took time because, you know, I wanted to do the perfect brand and all that. I moved up here in 2000. So it actually took me about 16 years to really decide what I wanted to do.
Wow.
So you started the brand in New York, or?
Yeah, because I actually work in New York.
Okay.
I work for transit. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
All right.
So I'm always out
So
there.
you travel?
I travel every day, brothers.
Wow, man.
Back to
Yeah,
New York?
I live in Waterbury, Connecticut, and one thing I learned about Connecticut, period, that everybody like to help each other out, and I
That's
appreciate
what
it,
Brian
guys.
said when he came
Yeah,
here, man.
dude. When I came out, like the
Exactly.
hate, like he's from the Bronx, so he's gonna understand what I'm saying. The hate in New York between
Serious.
it's serious, bro.
It's
Like
serious.
even barber, whatever industry you at, there's so much hate because everybody's just trying to grind and get their own.
Yeah.
You know, but they don't understand the concept of you help each other out and network together, you might build something bigger.
Exactly.
So when I came out here to Connecticut, and when I say the barber love is strong, like, dude, you got three barbershops right now here. You got Kennedy's, you got MVP, and you got Southside. And then on the first podcast, we had MVP, Southside. I wasn't part of Kennedy's yet. And you had Sharp Image Barbershop, Connecticut. Like, and there was no hate, no
Then you got
hate.
Gob down here. Then
Yeah.
You had Mach down here also.
Yeah, Nate.
Like-
Like I was just like, wow.
Yeah,
The love is crazy.
But it's real. It's real.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Like,
Okay.
y'all see me, and y'all stand your hand. You know what I mean? I'm not doing anything with barbers, but at
You
the
don't
same
need
time,
to. You
I
know
know.
what I'm saying? Like-
At the same time, networking is networking.
Yeah.
We
like-
all trying to accomplish the same thing. You know what I mean? At
Who's
the
to
end
say
of
I
the day.
can't wear that hat?
Yeah,
I see
man.
the back of your
Because you
phone,
know
I feel
what?
like
let
this,
me.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm
So,
gonna mention something real quick. As far as barbers, and if y'all don't know this, back in the days when hip hop started and the hip hop culture, barbers are a part of that. Why?
Yeah.
Because Brooklyn came out with their own style of. Like you seen Eric B and Rakim, and they had like the Gumbies and all this stuff. Harlem had their own style. The Bronx had their own style. So all this is part of the culture, you know. So as far as barbers, a lot of people tend to look at us when they come into the barber shop, and the barber's the one that's fashionable. He got the sneakers on, he got the name brand clothes on, or he got his type of. Every barber has a different
We know
style.
everything that goes
So
on.
we, we make this, we make this impression.
If you
It's like
have,
the
if
news.
you have 5 barbers in a barbershop with 50 clients each, that's 250 different people that are dealing with stories.
You know?
Exactly.
And everybody's
So
got a different hustle. Or a
we
different
got
life.
Gabbett's clothing brand on us. We got the hat, we got the sweater or shirt.
Yeah.
Everybody's out. Yo, where you got the shirt? What you got? So what am I gonna do? I'm like, yo, you gotta go see my man Gavitt or check out his Instagram. Order us.
Wait.
you know?
Before let's get it straight, because I want people to pronounce it correctly. Please. No offense, no. It's Gavo.
Gavo, okay.
It's silent.
Oh, okay.
It's Gavo. Anybody, you know what I mean, that been pronouncing it wrong? No, it's not a problem. You know what I mean? Y'all trying. But it's Gavo.
All right, Gavo. I got it right now. Gavo.
Where does that come from?
That sounds hot though.
That's my last name. And I'm Dominican and American. You know what I mean?
Okay.
My father, half his family's from France. So,
Okay.
So it's a French
it's
last
a
name.
French
I'm about
last
to
name.
say,
Yeah, it's a French
Nice.
last name. It actually
Unique.
means. I did the I did the research. It means dance. You know what I mean? It was
Means dance?
Yeah, the word means dance.
Wow. So the logo that you got is it? So how you came up with that logo? Because I see it's like an octopus. So is the octopus dancing?
Nah. The octopus is not dancing, but the octopus got his hand in every type of hustle, and that's what I'm about. I'm always having my hand in different type of hustles. I'm always looking to do better in life. Nice. I cannot stop only in one job.
Barber school, certain thing. Same thing with you. You shouldn't just want a clothing brand of t-shirts. You want hats, wristbands, and then your store, and you start selling other people that you link up with, and you start selling their product, or like even Nike. Say your store gets big enough to where you can have a brand there and start doing other things with sneakers, shoes, whatever.
Exactly.
Anything possible. Always try to expand, because never just be.
I want to mention something real quick, because this is the topic that Phil actually brought up now that I'm remembering, and now that we're here. So he came in and he's like, you know how we always talking about barber talk and this and that, and the show's always about barber stuff. So surprise, ladies and gentlemen, we're not always gonna be talking about barber talk. So now we got something different in the show. Yeah, we got Gabo in the building with a clothing brand. You know what I mean? So this is how far we gonna take here, Chopperz.
From Bronx, New York, who's now in CT, Waterbury CT.
Yes.
So how would they find your product? Where can they go find your product?
Now, look, everything takes its time. I'm trying to, I'd like to be a perfectionist. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My product is not
like us.
I'm not ready. I'm actually not ready to present my stuff, but the shit is so hot. I had to start posting pictures and all that. But like, website is under construction right now. The only way you can catch me is through IG or Facebook.
Okay.
Gavo_Julio. You know what I mean? You could go on there if you want to order something. I'm just giving samples out. Samples is not ready yet. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's not ready. But I have no problem. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to promote? Y'all want to show love? No problem. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm not ready, yo. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, that's why I'm skeptical.
It's alright. It's good to start somewhere, you know what I'm saying, and let it out.
Yo, Gabo, like, we started, like, us three, we had the same vision, right? And we talked about it, and then we just started, like, we started with no microphone, no, like, this laptop right here, the camera off the laptop. On that black couch right over there, you see, man.
No nothing.
And then, next thing we know, we got cameras, we got mics, and
now there's 1, 2,
we do all this stuff on the, like, that's how we look on the live right now. You see all the logos there.
Everybody that's watching right now.
Some of the sponsors, and it's crazy.
This is hype. I like this.
We're connected. More connected than
y'all doing your thing, man. Y'all taking it to a different level as far as
I see. The first podcast for barbering in the state of Connecticut.
Yes, the first one in Connecticut, man. It's crazy.
I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm here.
Yes. Thank you, man.
Y'all found me because, look, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to hit the whole Connecticut.
Yeah.
I started in Waterbury. I finished in Waterbury. I went to Meriden. And I didn't even finish in Meriden, and then y'all hit me up.
Yeah, because I was watching his live, right? And then I'm like, I see you commented, and I'm like, oh, he's like interested. So I'm like, probably network and stuff. So I said, let me hit him up real quick. But I don't think Phil seen it. It was on your live,
bro.
I
didn't see it then.
And I was like, Phil didn't see this? I'm like, so let me hit him up. So I hit him up, and I hit you up, and he's like, yo, let's network. Let's do the CT thing. And I'm like, yo, I feel the same way as he does. Like, because, like, I'm like, CT has so much, yo, for real, CT, Connecticut, there's so much talent out here. There's a lot. And the thing is, there's a lot of love. There's no hate. There's a lot of love, and everybody wants to do something. And CT has a lot of potential to get out there and be more than what CT is right now. You know what I mean?
That's why you got to give a shout out to Jay Majors for doing this CT Barber Expo.
I was talking to Jay.
And everybody.
Like I said, I've been talking to Jay a lot lately, and he said, which like, it's crazy to me that CT is the state that shows them the least amount of love.
It's
like,
true.
When it comes to, like, the barber battles, if you look at all those booths being sold, they're from somewhere else.
That's from somewhere else.
If you see, like, the people competing, there's no one from CT. Not a lot of people, like, they don't show up to the night before.
It's underrated. You know why I learned that? I learned that.
We support them when
I learned that in New York. most of the battles, New York battles and stuff that goes on out there, they're not even from people from New York, dude. Exactly. There's people that come from out of New York because they want to expose themselves.
New York. Yeah, you can make it in New York. You can make it.
So it happens, not just in CT. It happens everywhere. It just works that way.
I don't like that. I don't like that concept. You make it in New York. Yeah. You can make it. Why we can't make it up here? Yo, Hartford. Period. Everybody comes here. Every time you mention Connecticut, Hartford is the first thing they think of. You know what I'm saying? And Connecticut, period, we got a lot to offer up here. There's a lot of talent.
Hidden talent.
There's an artist that Phil stays promoting this artist. He's a rap dude. Is he Puerto Rican?
MVYJT.
Yeah, he's a dope artist, man.
Matter of fact, he's making our intro to the show.
Look at that. Like, shout out to you, brother.
Kino cuts his hair. I cut it every now and then, but Jose Torres, NVYJT.
Talented guy, man. Dope guy.
You know what? Matter of fact, he's bringing Toad's Place. He's bringing down the dude from Chicago.
Okay.
Some rapper. What's? Oh man, I should have got the guy name so I can help him promote this. But I don't know who it was. But long story short, he's a dope artist. He could rap. He's from Connecticut. He's gonna make our intro to this show. And, you know what I'm saying? You got to support him, man. He's young, and he's dope.
God, real quick, before we get into some more conversation here, I want to shout out our sponsors, KinoTheBarber.com, of course, where you can get all your barber supply needs. You've seen it earlier. He has the black blast. He has his Kino matte clay. He has the MVP performance trimmers. He has the Keme 2-speed clipper. He has the Keme, I'm going to call it the balding clipper, that alien looking thing. He got the gold blades. He got the Supreme wave caps. He has, what else? He has everything, man. Just check it out. Go to KinoTheBarbers.com and check out everything. He has the Casio shears, Japanese steel shears. Man. Check that out. Shout outs to Southside Barbershop. They're currently at 463 Franklin Avenue, but they will be moving soon to Newington, and they are looking for licensed barbers. So shout out my man's on the DM to Phil _ the barber.
Looking for barbers. We're moving to Newington, Connecticut, Southside Barbershop. Money. Thank you, Hartford. 11 years later.
Yep, and the podcast will be moving along to Newington with Phil. Shout outs.
I want your product there. I want your product there. And I want our product there.
Our product is already there, right? Yeah. So shout outs to that.
Website too.
Yeah. For the finest men grooming, shout outs to Kennedy's Barber Club. We're located at 66 Memorial Road, West Hartford, Connecticut. You can come check me out and my staff out. And March 25th, we're gonna be down in New York at Tribeca Barber School, Regal Park, Queens, New York. I'm going back home and taking the fellas with me that day. And Hatchet, the barber, will be with us too, educating alongside us here at Chopperz Radio. So stay tuned to that. Again, Tribeca Barber School, and shout out to Truth the Barber Artist. If you want to see
Truth's a funny dude, man. Go follow
Truth the Barber Artist.
Follow Truth the
Has the best barber funny skits ever. So shout outs to him.
Dude, good page, educator.
Yes. Shout outs to Dream Team Cuts, powered by J and Lowe's. They are located in Absecon, New Jersey, and Northfield, New Jersey. Also, shout outs to HumanFur.com. If you want to get rated, get reviewed, and get found, check out those guys there, man. And our new sponsor, which is here with us today, Gavo. Check out his clothing, man.
In the building.
Talking about the brand, man. Do you have any samples with you on today, man?
I gotta come with something.
So you got to show them, man. You got to show the people what you got, man.
All the cameras.
Let's see.
Give him a second, let him grab his stuff.
It is dope, man. I love the logo. I'm loving the logo. The logo is crazy, man.
I gotta explain to y'all what the logo. You know what I'm saying? Because in the logo, it says Gavo in the logo.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that, but
it's spelled in there?
Yeah,
it is. I was kind of looking at that. The G,
the A, the V.
Wow.
And the O, yeah.
Like I said, everything takes its time. You know what I mean? I got these flavors. Y'all want? I got y'all right there.
These are dope.
Guys, look at this. This is dope, man.
How much are these going for?
I'm selling them for $20 now.
It's our $20.
Yeah,
that's a dope hat right there. Let me see that color. It's that navy blue with the shirt.
Guys,
check that one out.
Calling on the live. You guys can call on. Go to YouTube. Call on the live. Stop calling me on my phone.
You can see this.
I do have a higher call phone line. Yo, guys, check this. This is dope. This is what the clothing line is looking like. So we got Gabo in the building.
Grab, come on, baby.
He just explained to us that his the name brand is actually spelled in the logo. So if you guys look at it real close, he actually says Gabo in the name, in the logo.
We're gonna have these at the CT Barber.
So
it's coming.
Yeah,
we're bringing the CT Barber Expo.
This is why I said we need 2 stations, bro.
I told you we're gonna 10 by 10 fill is huge. Trust me, man.
Daddy might get another spot, man.
So yeah, yo, man.
Dude, this is it. Y'all want to check this out?
It's real nice.
Y'all can follow him at Gabo. The T is silent _ Julio.
Yep.
So check this out, man. This is really dope.
This is dope, man.
Let me get some hats over here, so I go.
This is some dope.
Check out the hats, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
There's a t-shirt right there.
Those are the hats right there.
No.
These are the hats over here.
I'm trying.
Those are the
I
hats.
just came out of Vision last night. I think I'm gonna bleach it, and I'm gonna bleach my name in the hat.
Oh, nice. Oh, I think we got a live caller. Let's see what we got.
Wow.
Look at this
style, man.
5 panel hats. I got 5 panels too.
Yeah, I know that, man.
This is dope, man.
You're calling here Chopperz Radio.
Okay, who want this right now?
Here, Chopperz Radio.
Chopperz Radio. Yo.
Ahora mismo lo vendemos, ¿viste?
Yo, man, this is dope. It's an octopus with the name in it. The octopus stands for like.
That was really dope. That's really dope.
Always and everything, man. And any
Oh,
type
Brian,
of thing.
man. Hey, yo, it could be for anybody. It could be for anybody, because everybody
Hey,
doing
you know,
hustle,
an
yeah?
octopus could fit through the smallest crack,
Yeah.
through the smallest hole.
And they could also they could also break their arms. You know what I'm saying? Once, you know what I'm saying? As far as like you know, when you got your hand in something, you think, this is not what I want to do, and you go do something else. The octopus represents that too, because they could break their hands and they could regrow it again.
That's crazy.
So that's
It's
yo,
crazy.
man, that's the best logo I came up with.
Wow.
A lot of people was like,
It's nice, man. It's nice.
I'm trying my best, man.
Yeah, I just got some quick news that just came in. Chef the Barber will be competing at the Connecticut Barber.
What's he competing in?
I think he's competing in the traditional. So that means the comb over traditional like
Fade?
classic
Haircut?
yeah.
Gotcha.
So shout outs to Chef for that,
My
man.
man, Chef.
$20 right here.
Congrats, Chef. The hats too, man. $20. Look, put that over there. Let them. These are
Yo,
dope.
these are dope hats, man. Check these
I'm
out.
sorry I didn't bring the flavors, but because
That's
that's
$3
cool, man.
right there because I'm buying one of these hats.
I appreciate it. Look at that. Look at that.
I'm buying
This
this
is
hat right
dope,
here.
man.
Yeah.
I gotta go get some cash out.
I'm thinking
I gotta go to ATM, man. I gotta stop carrying cards with
I
me.
got some money on me now if you guys need it for now.
I-
But yep, here we go. I just bought this hat. That's my vacation.
Since I came from New York, I didn't bring my stickers. I have other stickers too. I'm sorry I wasn't. I'm unprepared, man. I'm unprepared.
Nah, that's cool,
But I was
man.
like, you know what? I need to just go up there. I just gotta go.
Diablo, estamos.
I wasn't gonna come because I was like, yo, it's gonna be late. But I was like, fuck it,
You
I'm
think it's
going.
gonna make my eyes stand out? I think so.
Oh, man.
I have to, man. I'm fat and short.
That's
I
right.
need something to make my eyes stand out.
I'm trying to
This
get
is mine. This one's mine.
Diablo, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
This
Uh,
one's mine.
I'm like a Smurf.
Yo, man, y'all showing me mad love, man. Hartford,
This is dope.
y'all already know.
This is dope.
Yo te lo saco
That's
ya
a nice
mismo.
color.
Te voy a sacar el
I was
chavo de
thinking
ATM.
No digas eso, muchacho.
Look at that.
Gracias.
There's your gas money. You just made his gas money back.
Oh my God.
Tengo que correr a la bodega después del show.
Reggaeton, I love reggaeton.
You know what I mean?
Yo, these are dope,
it's a
man.
movement. This is gonna be a big movement.
It is, man.
In the,
It is.
in the summertime. You know what I mean? I'm humble about my shit.
that's
I'm
nice.
not
Yo,
trying to
Yo,
cut nobody
I'm
throat
gonna
or
have to
nothing.
put these on my website. I don't
Nice,
know. We're
man.
gonna have to work something out.
Guys, we are going to be live at the Connecticut Barber Expo Sunday, May 19th. So you're gonna see some of the merchandise we just have available here.
Yep.
Gabo merchandise and apparel will be available at
Let
the
them know
Connecticut
not
Barber
everything we have
booth. 1110.
Has to be for barbering, right? It could be
Yes.
anything, man. If you sell a juice
Guys,
that you make with strawberries and apples, but you put your name on it, and you want to sponsor that juice, let us know. We'll put it on our.
shout outs to D.1K. He just commented, "Good job, gentlemen. This motivates me to excel in my business. Watching you guys kill it every Monday." Shout out.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
To you, man.
Shout out, man. We are reaching so many people.
Yes, sir.
It's unbelievable. What we've been doing, man. It's crazy because
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Man.
Y'all showed me.
we seen guys that have been on the live with us on IG and everything, and they're following us from Brazil. They're following us from all over.
It's a bit heavy.
Yeah.
From Europe, Brazil,
every man. So right now,
We had people from Brazil last week.
last week we had the
Who's
guys
the
from
other guy? We
Brazil.
have from like Dubai or something.
Dubai or something.
somebody
I
from
don't even know.
Dubai,
Yeah,
called
Dubai.
it. It's crazy.
So it's crazy how we
and
reach
people
so
are
many.
watching this
Yes.
and listening.
That
So
means I gotta continue the good work, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Quality products all day, every day, man.
it's crazy. Thank you everybody for tuning in on YouTube, man, and showing the love. It's crazy. We started this with a small vision, man, and we're here now for you guys every Monday, 11:30 to 1. You know,
Making it happen.
I got my guy Phil taking time off from his family. Keno taking his time from his family, man. You know, we here. We had Gabo come all the way from New York, man.
Yeah.
It's like, I thought he was gonna come next Monday. He just texted me. He's like, "Yo, I'm on my way. I'll be there by 12." Yeah, man.
So I say
That's
11:50. That's like, you know what? Let me say 12 for sure. I'll be there.
I'm like that. I'll be like, I'll be
So that's dope, man. Definitely go support my guy Gabo. Again, that Instagram.
fire, bro.
Yeah, man.
Is Gabi listening right now?
Yeah.
Is he watching? Ask Gabi if he wants
I'm not
one.
sure where he's watching.
No, yeah, Gab's on hold on, man. Let me call Gabi.
I know Chef Gato's on the shop. He's on the YouTube on the shop. So shout outs to Chef the Barber. Shout outs to Chopperz Barbershop Connecticut out in Sprague, Connecticut. Shout outs to him, man. Dope barber right there. Guys, you could call in live. You could call in live if you tune into YouTube.
He's live right now.
Fellas, Gab's on the line. Oh, with the Mad Barber hat.
Oh man!
His name was a Mad Barber because he was always mad. He went back to it. Check it out, Gab. Hey, you want one of these hats? I'll pick it up for you. Which one?
Yo. No, mira. Look at
The same one I got? My man. Yeah, I need this one.
This one is nice too, man.
That's what I said. This is my vacation hat.
Hell yeah! I like this
Once
color.
we go to
Right
Miami or wherever
Yo, I
we go,
appreciate the love, man. I appreciate the love.
That's Gabo, man. He's half owner here too. This guy.
All right. Why you not here? Well, you look like you in the gym. You in the gym?
Is he in the
I'm about to go.
Man, that's what I need to be doing. I got a little gut for it, you know. Running around, that's what I do.
That's right. Oh, Best Buy. Gabi is at Best
You
Buy.
buying the drones. You buying the drone. You buying the drone.
I was making more hats.
Oh, were you? Smart. Nice. You gotta get this. You gotta get this color, man.
Yeah, get me that color. That's what
I got you. All right. Have a good day. Unos. Later.
All right,
All right,
man.
girl.
Oh,
Yo, I need this one too.
Guys, so this is dope. See, this is what I'm talking about. Networking,
You got 30?
and you build together with others. Doing this is kind of, it reminds me a little bit of there's a company out in New York, and in New York there's companies called WeWork. So WeWork, you rent office spaces, but between those office spaces there's small businesses all around that community. So you have like 13 floors of small businesses, and then in the middle of that you have like a cafeteria, a lounge area, and all that, and everybody just chills there, parties, networks,
My
and they help with each other.
What area?
So now we have one here in Hartford. It's gonna be called Spaces. So I'm thinking we could rent one day out.
in there for
Spaces in West Hartford is right above Kennedy's.
Okay.
They're still building it. So I'm thinking we get a space there and we do hair choppers there and we network with small companies there one day.
True.
You know what I mean? And we take our sponsors with us
Do it,
too.
baby. Let's do it.
I was in the on what was it? On Saturday was they had an event in what was it? Bridgeport. It was like some art gallery thing. Y'all heard about it?
Bridgeport Art Gallery. I think I
They were
have.
doing
Yeah, that's a sneaker store.
No,
wait,
they had like a. It was like in the hood, like because I don't go to over there Bridgeport like that. But I went to see the artists that they had. They had some dope artists out there coming out of Connecticut. And shout out to the people that was out there. I mean, I want to show y'all love because y'all showed me love. I went there humble. I wasn't expecting to sell nothing. I sold the hat, you know what I mean? And I appreciate it, man. That was a good.
Nice.
It was
Nice.
cool. It was cool.
So I think I feel enough.
There was a lot.
Get me in?
There's artists out here. That's what I can say.
Turn a little.
They got some artists out here.
Am I in?
Right there, yeah.
Am I in there?
Yep.
All right, cool.
So yeah, man. So health food. So let's talk about some health food tips for these up and coming barbers, real quick. What do you think? What do you guys think when you coming into the barber industry? What do you guys think a barber will help them succeed behind the chair, from behind the chair to outside of the chair?
Come on time, never say no, and always work and do your best. That's it. Never say no. That's it. Always work.
Oh, I say no sometimes.
Nah, but if you started,
like
if you started, you want to.
Oh no, not starting. Never say no. Never say no. But sometimes, like the other day, I was here Saturday, 7 a.m. to about 9:45, right? And then somebody came in, and I was like, "Yo, man, I'm taking these two, and that's it." I couldn't, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I stayed long enough, so you know, sometimes I do say no. I don't mean to, but after a 15-hour day, bro, I'm shocked. I'm really happy. Like, you're probably better off not getting a haircut from me after the 15th hour.
So that means they're getting a discount next time?
No. Listen, we closed at 7:30, and I actually had some of the basketball team here, and I started cutting them up, and it led to almost 10 o'clock. And since one of the guys went outside to the store, he unlocked the door, and that I never came and locked the door again, and that's when they walked in. So, like, it never should have gotten to that point to where the person walked in, but you know, I couldn't, man. I really couldn't. So.
I'll say, like we said in the beginning of the show too.
But if you knew,
go to school,
say no.
Make your do your hours, get your license, get yourself established in a barbershop. I say don't start off at booth rent, start off at percentage or hourly rate anywhere, so you can establish a clientele after a year. It should take about a year for you to establish a pretty good clientele, or grow yourself to the skills where you want your skills to be at. Watch every barber that's been there before you too as well. Watch them. Watch what they do, how they tend their clients, how they cut hair. Because it's going to make you a little bit more successful. You're going to learn tips and shortcuts while you're cutting hair.
You guys should try to talk to your clients too. You know, don't leave them just there and guessing what they're going to do or what they want. Just talk to them. Consultation is very important with your client. When you have a client in the chair, consultation is very important because you want to execute the haircut that client is looking for. Other than that, talk and conversate with your client. Sometimes it feels weird. You just both quiet and you just cutting hair. Give them some conversation. Those clients sometimes are coming into this barbershop. I had a client yesterday come in and he told me this is like my man cave to me. Why? Because he feels comfortable coming there. Sometimes he's just talking to me, but he's talking about, you know, he wants to let all that out because he can't at home. He's there.
Mentors. Y'all counselors.
Yes.
Y'all all that, man. Come on, everybody, you let loose here. This is what is it? No females could come in here, basically.
Right.
So we could talk about anything. That's why I like the barbershop. Barbershop, that's what it's about, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what you let loose. That's like a spa area, bro.
Exactly. That's where the man just breathes and just he's just chilling, talking with the fellas, having conversation.
Once you mix or talk about politics or religion,
forget it.
Don't
do it.
Listen, this is another thing that we gotta tell these young people coming in. When a veteran like us speak to you, don't take it as criticism. We're trying to help, but they're quick to get
defensive, right?
Defensive, and it's like
they're young. That's why
you're here for a reason. Like we believe in you and we're working with you. And the young, they don't like if you can say anything like, oh, just make this design a little wider, you know, and just sharpen
Like,
it up.
no, man, why?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah, like
no,
that.
man, that's
We're not
criticism.
saying anything. We're just trying to help you from our vision.
Yeah.
Because we've been there.
Yeah.
We're in the game for 20+ years. We know what it
They
takes.
be like, oh, I know how to cut hair.
Yeah,
you know,
like,
you know
it's
how
not-
to cut hair. We're just
we're
trying to help.
definitely not criticizing. We're just honestly helping. You know, like so you know, try to take that part.
Constructive criticism.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that's a dope hat, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
Yo, have you ever had when you hire a barber and that barber they're just coming out of school, and it's funny to me because I had it happen to me, and they're just like, they're excited, they're working, they feel like, you know, they could cut hair, and they're like, yo, I could fade. And they come into the shop and they get cocky somehow. And then it's just like, okay, you can fade, whatever. And I'm just looking, and then you let them cut the first client or whatever, and then you look at the fade, and you just like, okay,
You blend it, you know?
yeah, you know. To them, it looks like it's, but then when you point out certain things and you're trying to help them, and they get defensive about
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Like
They can't take the constructive criticism.
if you're
how you
gonna
gonna
take it if you just started? You just
Yeah,
started.
you're not-
you ain't the man. You're not a master of what you do until failure. You gotta fail, and then after that you get better. You get better and better as time moves on. That don't take one day. Nah, that takes years.
It takes years, yeah.
Like I
It does.
pretty tell you the truth. When I feel like I've been in the game for a long time. I feel like after that last Connecticut Barber Expo, after walking around seeing certain haircuts and seeing who these people were, I started feeling, I was confident in my work. But seeing the big dogs, and I'm like, man, my shit looks better than that. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like that right there.
That's confident.
Yeah, that right there. I was like, oh hell no! I got to do something to promote.
Yeah.
Like I had to put myself out there a little bit more. I told God, I said, yo, I'm going all out.
No, I've been to the expo where,
You know,
like you see certain things on social media, but there's also Photoshop, and then that's not really helping because you're making believe that when you come into the shop, this
That's
client
how
comes
it's
to the
gonna
shop,
look.
that's how it's gonna look, and then when that client comes to you, like I've done this in New York, I had clients come in and I had to fix haircuts from people that are well known as barbers, and I'm just like, where did you go? You know, just to find out.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, I saw this barber, and then they will show me the barber.
I'm shocked sometimes.
And I'm like, but
I'm
like, that barber? Are you serious?
With a good barber, and I'm like, hold
And then
on.
they're coming in, and I will fix it. And then they see my page, my Instagram page. I don't use no Photoshop. All my stuff is raw.
Yeah, raw.
Raw filter.
Yeah, fuck that filter.
So
I don't know why they created that shit.
I'm giving
That's
you.
what I be doing.
Selfies, man. We there for the selfies.
Live videos so people can see what I'm about. Because I don't like that.
Yeah, I've fixed.
I love
people.
watching Kino's videos too because Kino is like I've been seeing he does step by step how
He
things
does.
should look, and that's dope, man.
Yo, Kino, you
And
hold
can
the
see that.
machine. So
I know
different, yo.
everybody tells me
You
like,
hold the machine so different,
like right here.
Nah, you don't even hold it like that. You hold it.
You know
Your
why?
fingers be a certain way, yo.
Sometimes it's like this. I don't know.
Hold on, man. I gotta see.
And then we do a lot.
Everybody got
You know
a
what it
different
is?
technique.
I think you be like this.
In Puerto Rico, I don't know if they did this to you
I
in
don't
Puerto
know.
Rico. I don't know if
You
you
be like
study in
this.
Puerto Rico, but in Puerto Rico, like this is what the professors tell you to
like,
do.
Kino be like this. I'm like,
They make you
how
hold
do
the
that?
machine. They make you hold the machine, right? So you hold the machine, and they're like muñequea.
Yeah.
Like, yo, move your wrist, because your wrist is what's gonna fade the angles. So if you want to go, sometimes
Aye.
some barbers, what they do is they'll fade and then they'll keep going into a high fade, but they don't know how to leave certain areas. Like you want this dark, but you want to fade it in, so they don't know that this is what helps
You
you.
gotta come out.
You gotta come out with it,
You gotta
yeah.
go up,
So they don't know that that's what helps you. So I'm just like,
and
no,
down.
there's a lot of
Some people just stay up and in.
up and in, and then
go
it
up
just
and
keeps.
in. Now you have a line underneath the overlap in
It's
here.
like when I'm doing
So-
my fades, I tell everybody, I never, you know, what I do first is like take it down, take all that bulk down with the number one, and just start fading away. That's
Yeah.
it makes it easier for
Yeah.
me.
We've been at it so long that we just know what to do with
It's
it.
just
Like,
comes
you can just
natural.
see something
Yeah.
that's natural.
It's just natural.
You know what I'm saying? So all you young guys, man, I know if you're fading nice, that's cool. But listen, you're not there yet. You know, some of you might be. Some of you might be. But I've come across a couple of pictures where people were like, something about their fade, and I'm like, not bad, but you know, don't talk junk yet because you're not there yet.
We've been
You know
cutting
what I'm saying?
it for the longest, and we're
So-
still learning.
Yeah, so what do you think about these Barber Grammys, man? Like,
I've already voted.
Tariq, man. Tariq is that dude to me.
You already voted?
Yeah, dude.
Yesterday
Like,
night.
to me, Tariq Jackson, this guy, I've been watching him for quite some time. I've been watching him since he even
I tell you,
partnered
that's
up
the first guy I wanna see,
with
man.
Marby Marv, and they started doing that Barbers podcast. And
I
shout outs to
started I
Barbers.
started watching Tyreek before
But-
all of that.
Yeah, but even
He's
before that,
like-
Tariq.
Yo, Kino put me
top
on to
barber.
Tyreek.
Yeah,
I didn't.
you didn't know? He's from Philly, dude.
I didn't pay attention
I'm surprised
to
you-
Tyreek.
you love Philly
and I love
dudes, eh?
Philly barbers, man, I'm
Yeah.
telling you. But
You got
Kino will
Turkish.
post them or like something, and
Yeah.
I'll pass it or I'll see him.
His live video. I tagged you on it.
And then I was like, you know what, let me listen to this dude. And
Oh,
I
he's
sat there for
very-
like 45 minutes one night. Like, did I just sit through this dude's whole conversation?
Just the way he
But
speaks.
And
it didn't feel like 45 minutes of nothing. It
And-
felt like
and
15 minutes of
been in the
education,
game for a
bro.
while.
So
And
I
you
was like-
soaked it in.
He's
I
been
soaked
in
it
the
in.
game for a while. He's
He
not
did,
just.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
started
like-
from, I think his mother was a cosmetologist,
Mhm.
and his mother owned a salon, so he was always in a salon. But what I love about him is the way that he expresses and
Yeah.
the way he speaks.
And you know what's
And
crazy?
so into the, like, he details it in, and I'm like, wow, this guy is very motivational, very educational. He teaches you from the beginning of being in that chair to becoming a business owner.
You know, he was
it's
using
amazing.
he was
It is,
using
man.
color enhancement before color enhancement was like,
Oh yeah.
and he had some videos about that on YouTube. I was watching, and he's been in the game for
So guys, my vote right now is for my vote went to Tariq. I'm sorry, I went to
Mine
Tariq.
too.
Shout outs to all the other barbers, man. I think Barbershop Cuts was nominated too.
Yeah, but there's a lot of
But I give my hands up to Tariq. That dude.
Axios from East Hartford, Connecticut was nominated for Hometown.
yeah.
Oh,
Hero.
okay.
So was Gary Olmsted, who's
Gary Olmsted too.
he's cool with Chef.
Al
Chef-
Millennium.
Yes.
All
Shout outs to
Millennium
Gary.
too.
Shout outs to
Shout out to
Gary
Axios.
also for letting us do our podcast there, Ace Cosmetology and Barber School.
You know what I'd like to see for these nominees? I'd like to see 1 minute clips on each one of them.
They are. I think they're doing that at the pre-party, the
Every-
Grammys.
Yeah, but like if I click on right now to go vote, some of those dudes I don't know, I'd have to follow them and like study their work.
Study their work. Yeah.
Like a Hometown Hero, I want to see.
I mean, I think the people
hometown hero
that
does.
I think the people that Jay picked, I think they all do great work, man.
They don't. I'm not saying nothing about them great.
Yeah.
They are good. I just want
And what
like
they
if
put
I was
in,
an outsider, like the outsider saying like Gavo. Gavo's not too much into the hair industry, right?
No.
So right now, if you were to go vote, you have no idea what you're voting on, right?
I don't know.
So if you could click on like one of their videos, like say Alexios, and see him in the community because he's a hometown
Yeah.
hero, or giving out kids T-shirts or giving free haircuts,
Exactly, yeah.
which he does, and I feel like he is a hometown hero. So that's why he's gonna get my vote in that.
Okay.
But like, if you don't know who he is, which Gavo doesn't,
I
how
don't
would
either.
he-
Yeah.
how, you don't
gotta-
either.
you don't gotta
So
bio.
how- So
They-
no,
they don't
why would
gotta
you
bio.
vote for him? If there should be a bio on each one.
Yeah,
At
exactly.
least a minute tutorial,
True, I agree with
whatever it's
that.
called. So
I
just
agree
so
with that.
anybody can see and just pick your vote
Yeah,
that
that's
way.
true. That's true.
You know,
I
like
agree
if you
with
go
that.
to the
a whole lot.
Grammys and there's 5 songs nominated, they show a snippet of that song.
That's true.
So like some of these people I don't even know, but the song will come out and be like, "Making my way downtown." I'm like, oh, I know that. I know but I know the song. Oh, those and white chicks.
Yeah.
I like it. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so I still don't know who sings that song, but I know. Making
know the
my way
song.
downtown, walking, and I need you, you know what I'm saying? And now I run.
It's true,
Right, you know
though.
the
It's true.
song.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I would like to see
either.
play the video for
And the
20
Grammy
seconds.
goes
With
too.
the-
You know that. You know that song hit in that movie with the Marlon brothers.
Yeah,
bro.
right.
White chicks,
Yeah,
yeah.
white chicks. Yeah,
That's
man.
the song. So, like, I don't know who sings, but we all know the song. You know?
Yeah, you're right about
It's
that.
crazy, man. But yeah, it's true. I think they should do that because the only people I know is Barbershop Cuts. I know Gary Olmsted. He was one of the first ones I think to get nominated was Gary Olmsted.
Gary?
Then Tariq and a few others. And I agree with that.
It's
I think
crazy
he should
'cause
do like
Just a little
snippet
little
of something.
snippet
I know
of
them all,
each
you know.
person.
Yeah,
I've
just
been
a-
following everybody. I know them
their
all.
name and then their name and you know, a little video. Anything, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, just something so we could see because I really don't know what the other guys did. Like I know what Alexio does. You know, I know Gary a little bit because he's a chef. And then I started like following the dude.
I want to see what Alexia done. Now I'm interested because he's he's from here, from Connecticut.
He's right across
nice.
the bridge.
He's nice.
He's Harvard. He's Harvard.
Yep.
Oh, dope.
So
man.
he did the Louis Vuitton design last year at the CT Barber Expo.
Oh wow. Dope.
So
I was there last year.
you was there too? Did you sell your product?
Nah, but remember,
Oh, you were just okay. So
But
you were
I
just-
went to support Connecticut. That's all. I mean, I went out
Yep.
there and I seen all the barbers. I seen the what is the co-founder, the one that started this stuff.
J Majors.
J Majors.
Yeah,
Yeah, J.
him.
Yep.
Rick Ross was there last
Yes,
year.
yes, he
I
was.
seen him.
Yep.
It was pretty cool. I liked it. You know,
Yeah.
I was looking forward to going this year, but now I guess I'm in it.
No,
You know?
in it.
Really, yeah.
That's just made you. Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to.
Oh, I
Yeah,
got 47 minutes.
There you
Oh,
go.
It's okay. I had the same
There
thing
you go.
over here, man. But yeah,
I was
man.
gonna go
Now
out,
you're
but
in
I'm
it,
coming
man.
Now you're in
Is
it.
that a good feeling?
Gary lives in
Yeah,
Bristol,
listen,
Connecticut.
We're at a
Official
booth.
Barbers League. What up? Shout out to you and your page.
We're at a.
And
Shout out to everybody too.
Shout out to everybody, man.
Shout out to everybody.
Remember Sunday, May 19th, we're gonna be in booth 1110.
11:10.
We got Phil versus
So-
CT_Adrian Vega at a mini barber battle, and they're both gonna be on Keno's head.
Hey, AV, after I beat you, man, I hope we still stay
You're
friends.
gonna
I really beat you, bro. I like you, man.
I only got 9 seconds remaining, and
Dude, they're gonna be on. Keno's the model for this,
Oh
man.
my God!
It's crazy.
How
No,
long
you
were you
can
live
go
for?
back. You go back on live. Just share that one and go back on the
There you
line.
go.
That's it.
Video number 2.
Number 2.
3? How long did you go live for?
I don't
I don't know.
man,
It was
but
like
that's-
about hour and a half or something like that.
I don't like that feature.
I don't like that at all, man.
on
Instagram, y'all need to change some
Instagram.
things, man. So yeah, man. So we got Gabo in the building, man. Thank you for coming over here, man. He's gonna be our new sponsor too for Hair Chopperz Radio. So you're gonna see a lot of his logos on a lot of our things. And it's dope because
Logo. Look.
yes, it is. Like,
Look.
Everybody
Man,
hustles, man. Everybody got the hands in something. Come on,
Yeah,
Look
man.
hats, man. Like I want to put on the jean
and
jacket.
shout outs all.
I
With
got
with a turquoise.
Woo! I got the jeans jacket. Yo, the jeans jacket I got goes perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that one, and I was like, I need this
You're-
one, man.
you're
This
ready
is
to
That
way
color's
on
dope,
this
though.
vacation,
That color's dope, man.
So
So yeah, so we're here, man. So remember, Sunday, May 19th,
Yeah.
we're at booth 1110.
Dope,
We're
man.
gonna have
Yeah, come on.
KenoTheBarber.com products. We're gonna have Gabo's apparel on our table. Ilfil versus CT_Adrian Vega. That's gonna be fun. We're gonna have Hair Chopperz merchandise. I think we have might have a live caller in here. So let's see.
hopefully.
Hair Chopperz Radio.
Hey, what's up? This is Ruben, Chef the Barber.
What's up, Chef?
My man.
What's going on?
What up, man? I'm in the shop right now doing the cut and color.
Nice, nice,
Hey,
man.
chef, when are you not working, bro?
Right?
Like, give me a time that you're not working.
Language.
Yeah.
I'll take a day off soon. Don't worry.
Bro,
Hey.
you're always
When
working.
the baby's here,
I'm about to say real quick, how's the belly doing?
ready to pop.
Ready?
Buddy, oh
That's
man,
what's up,
ready?
man.
Yeah, ready to pop, man. Any day now.
you gotta let us know, man. We gotta head out
Yeah,
there.
man. I'm gonna send you some of Keno's baby diaper rash products.
Hell yeah.
You know, and some Gustavo.
I'm gonna get him his first
I
clip.
need some Keno, like BB cream.
some Gavo diapers.
Coming soon.
Keno
right on the back.
Blue beads.
So I hear you're gonna be competing in the Connecticut Barber Expo.
Yeah.
What category?
Traditional.
Awesome.
Ever since I did the concrete jungle hair battle,
Yeah.
I felt like, you know what? I just want to do battles from now on. It's crazy because I always told myself I don't want to battle.
That's how I was.
When people are too biased. I don't even give a damn damn if I don't even win, honestly. I just want to do it for the fun. It's like when you play
Same here.
basketball, you know, you just want to do it for the sport because you love the sport, you know?
That's, yep.
Exactly, yep.
I'm big on not competing against barbers, but in a barber battle, that's different.
Yeah, I'm the same way, man. That's exactly how I
Why?
feel.
Why have you chosen traditional though?
Because it's something. My favorite haircut to do is a comb over because I want to do it properly. I want to execute it with proper, you know, technique. I like not buzz one side. I want to do some shear. I want to show people that, you know, we need shears in the barber game. You know,
Exactly.
Like a lot of I know a lot of barbers. There's more barbers I know that say they don't need shear game than barbers that say they do. So
Word.
that's one of the reasons. And not only that, I just want to show that, you know, I'm not a one-trick pony. I've learned after 16 years of doing this on and off that I'll do any battle. If you do a high top, you know, Gumby battle, I'm gonna do it. If you do traditional, I'll try to do some designs. Like I just honestly I want to be, you know, full of variety.
My man.
Go.
No,
So
hey, listen, for your gear at the battle, you got to wear a Gavo hat.
I got you.
My man,
that's what's up,
Going
man.
on right
So,
now.
Chef, we got an interesting battle going on Sunday, May 19th at our booth 1110. So, who you think is gonna who you prefer, CT_Adrian Vega or El Phil?
I'm not gonna, you know.
You're not, will you be there to watch?
That's what I mean. If y'all were on the stage, I'm gonna say me. But
That's real right there.
I think both of you are freaking highly talented.
Thank you, man.
Both of you have great character.
Thank you.
You know, I think both of you are veterans. You know, I don't even consider myself a veteran yet, and I feel like, you know, it's what do they call that in boxing? A friendly
Exhibition?
what is it?
Exhibition.
Exhibition. There you go. You know, and I think it's dope because a lot of barbers these days, all they care about, and I just posted on my story about this on Instagram. Or yesterday I posted. A lot of barbers care about competing too much in the game. Like y'all doing it for, like, you know, to have fun with it.
Yeah.
We should have more of that.
Like, I wanted AV to be at the CT Barber Expo to compete. He said he doesn't want to compete, but he would just face me there, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, in order to get him down there, if that's what it takes.
I feel sorry for Keno's head. He's gonna be that head of his is gonna be harassed all day.
Hey,
Hey, man,
I'm ready.
That's the way to get him out there. That's what we gotta do to get him out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
You know, and
I feel like,
he's a big name in CT.
Yeah.
AV since I was in Bristol and Waterbury.
Yep.
You know, so it's like, I think it's gonna be dope. I can't wait to watch it. I hope it's not during the battles because I want to see that.
No, we're gonna do it a little bit before the battle.
I
I
think this year is gonna be one of the biggest
Expos
Expos
Yeah.
ever.
Hey, Chef, man, you gotta be at our booth for a good time, man. You gotta be at 11:10.
Shit, I'm gonna be there, bro.
We're gonna interview you.
With the babies here, honestly, I'm gonna see if I can head down to fucking Tribeca with you guys. You know?
Dope.
That'd be dope, Chef. I would really
Chef,
appreciate that.
I was saying earlier, man, like, I feel like you should be part of Hair Chopper some way, somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you can't be here every Monday doing this, but in order for, like a full team, you know how, like, Basio's got, like, a team?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you're Hair Choppers, man, so
Honestly, one day I'd love to be part of it.
regardless how you feel, to me, you're Hair Choppers, bro.
I see everybody doing a podcast now. I see everybody trying to, you know, I'm not knocking them, you know, but you guys are speaking some things that actually need to be heard. You know, you got some things that, you know, when you guys talk, you guys.
Gabi and I both were. When Basio was talking to Jay, we were tuned in Saturday night, I think it was, live. I want to know what you meant by that.
I'm going to tell you what I meant by that. I go to barber battles, and literally, I get told by certain people, yo, you got this one already. Not me, but like other barbers. And like sometimes there's people that compete, there's rules, nobody follows the rules. You know, and honestly, Instagram and a lot of social media sometimes, and I'm not hating, bro. I'm not hating. I want to say that right now. I'm not hating. It's a popularity contest sometimes.
It could be,
not
yeah.
only that, I already spoke to you. I don't beef with barbers, but there's a specific barber out there that I got a lot of issues with, but I'm going to stop it at that. for personal reasons, and let's say he's a judge. You know what I mean?
Yep.
How am I supposed to feel about that? But then again, when I go in there and battle, all that shit's gonna clear my head, and I'm just gonna like do what I gotta do and try to get it done. But a lot of, when I say things like that, it's just because it's true. You go to, I hear so much from barbers that went to Cali, Ohio. Last year, my boy he judged the Ohio State battle. He wanted to vote for somebody, and that vote never went in. Like stuff like that. So there's a lot of politics in the barber game.
So you've been behind the scenes pretty much.
People can say what they want, but I went to the CT Barber Expo, and I've seen people I've seen people who should have won that didn't even place. Sometimes, and then other expos where people fly in from other states that place, but you're looking at the cuts and you're like, come on, that other guy blew him out the water.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just looking at it as a fan, like.
You're a barber.
You're real, man. You're a barber.
It's controversial, so.
You know
it's
what
coming
you're
from a
saying.
legit barber too.
Exactly.
So if you were that kid out of Cosmo School that's just trying to rate people, you haven't been in it long enough. I'm not gonna take your thoughts, but you're a veteran, man. If any veteran in the game, that they're allowed to speak and say what they feel and how they feel, especially about any cut that they see. So,
exactly.
Your voice matters, man. Put it that way.
I always, every single day, I'm the type of barber that is gonna try something new every single day. Like my dude right now. I got a dude in my chair right now named Logan, and I've been cutting his hair. It's gonna be 2 years almost.
Wolverine?
And every single day I cut his hair different because I just want to try something new. Like that's just me. I'm all about knowledge. I'm all about getting better. And when I see a lot of these people battle, like I either see the same thing, but I don't see no technique. And then when you look at the rules in a battle, they're judging on technique.
Hey, yo, Jeff.
They're judging on this. They're judging on that. And they don't show none of that. So. But that, like I said, that's just my opinion, and I'm gonna stand by it. But
that's cool.
No shade to Jay though, because what Jay's done to the industry is phenomenal. Like all capital letters.
It is.
I support that man. I got nothing but love for that man. And I just can't wait to. I think this is gonna be one of the best CT Barbers Expo ever.
Just period.
And I can't wait to be, checking you guys out in the booth. Showing love, being in the booth.
We in there.
And then when we go to New York, we gotta have some New York pizza, alright?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take you to a spot.
Pizza's on me.
Yo, Jeff. By the way, good looking out for sending me a few clients my way.
Of course, bro.
Yeah, man.
Boy, bro, you my brother.
Thank you for that.
Oh, that's
nice,
man.
My people out there gotta be treated somehow.
No,
some of them still drive out here because they can't find. I'll be like, yo, book with Kino.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Oh, but you booked up for 3 weeks. I'm like,
it's work, man. It's how they work.
Or Phil's people in the shop, or my boy Brian out there, or whoever. Like, that's the beauty of us knowing and showing each other love. Like, if I can't help my people out no more, I know I got people I can depend on to take care of my people.
Definitely, man.
Yep.
That's what we're gonna do with Gavo too, man. Gavo, show love coming all the way out here too. From Waterbury, came in from New York today, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna help his brand grow to where he wants it to be at. So, even though he's not part of the barber industry, but we gotta make it part of the barber industry and make it grow. Yeah.
My boy Papi Chulo Style Pomade, he don't know nothing about cutting hair, but he got a dope ass product.
Yeah,
I love his product, man.
That's dope. But that's how brands grow, man. Sometimes you gotta go out of the box to network with somebody else that doesn't know nothing about you, but that person will help make your brand grow even more. And sometimes it starts like that. Sometimes it starts through barbers, or it starts through a certain investor or whoever it is. But that's how it grows, man. And I guarantee once we get this, shout out to CT everywhere, CT, man.
That's it.
Bridgeport, New Haven, Hartford, Westport, Greenwich, everything, man. Everything out here in Sprague, Connecticut.
Stanford.
You know what's crazy? Like, Gabo made a statement saying that he never saw this much love in Connecticut. You know what's crazy? There is a lot of hate in Connecticut, but it just feels like it's turning all around. And I think because, you know, the Super Bowl of Expos is here in Connecticut, and, you know, you got more shows happening. I think people are just starting to, you know, come around, get along. When I moved out here, I got some hate, you know, from certain people. And out of nowhere, from me reaching out and just killing them with kindness, showing them love, it turned around. But, like, you know, and what I'm trying to make of that is I'm glad to see the direction
that it's turning into. Yep.
You know, when I was cutting in Ace, there was hate everywhere. People were trying to battle like it was a fucking breakdancing tournament or some shit. Straight up. And you know, that's how it started when I had an issue with a certain barber. But now it's like, you see even these people who, they squash their differences, and you see, like, you see more unity, whether they like each other or not. You see that they respect what each other do for the craft, you know, and for the game. So Barbery's brought a lot of people together, and I love it.
They should see our example. 3 barbers from different barbershops.
Yep, three barbers from different barbershops. Man. So
that's crazy, man.
Our show's showing it. You know what I'm saying? Even talking to you, like.
I don't mean to cut you short. I gotta take some bleach off my man's hair.
All right,
do that. We gotta wrap up soon right now too. So.
We don't want to make your customer bold, man.
I need to post this on Instagram. But yo, it's all love, yo. I love you guys. Keep doing you. And
God bless you, man.
You know, like I said, as soon as I have my little baby, you know, I'm gonna be getting up a lot more.
All right, cool. Thank you, Chef. Thank you for calling. Congrats on the baby, man.
You gotta stop getting up a lot more. You're gonna keep having babies if you keep getting up.
If I gotta chop these suckers off myself,
you gotta get snipped, bro.
Because if I do one more baby, you'll think of Bank of America.
Right,
He's on fire.
He's on fire. Yeah. Globetrotter team.
All right, Chef. Thank you for calling in, my brother. Man, congrats on the baby, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, brothers.
Later.
Thank you, man. Have a good one, bro.
You too, man.
All right, man. Hey,
ladies and gentlemen, we just had Chef the Barber calling live. That was dope, man. I love hearing other inputs from different barbers out here, man. It's great to see the opinions for everybody. Here at Chopperz Radio, you're able to call in. You can ask us questions. You can even state your own opinion. Your opinion here is always going to be respected. Everybody has their own opinion. As long as there's mature conversations and we could all, you know, it's in different terms, but we are able to agree with you on everything and respect that from you. You know, this is the real talk of the industry. I guess this is why, like he said, we're touching a lot of topics that a lot of other people are not touching. So that's why we're reaching a certain audience out there. I love Phil, man. Phil brings up some interesting topics. Keno brings up some stuff too, man. I myself, you know, I break my head throughout the week. What should we talk about, this and that? But when we talk about it, it's like we talking about the real things that are happening on a daily basis in the industry, within the barbershop. When we're here in the barbershop,
real clients,
exactly, man.
Everything, man.
And I love it like this when
I'll get a text saying on Saturday or Sunday, Monday show's about this. If this, that. We don't even talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, I go in, I'm like, okay, that's what he wants to talk about. Right. I got my opinion on it, you have yours, and then you have yours.
Exactly, yeah.
I have a story, he has one, and you have. Yep. And then when we get here, we just talk about it. And that's what it is.
Sometimes Phil will even come in like, yo, we should talk about, like this morning came in, yo, we should talk about it. And we did.
And we spoke about it.
That's why we always say, we never say no.
I didn't know Gabo was coming until... he was at the door. I was like, nah, we're closed. I'm like, I saw his hat. I saw the hat. And I was like, damn, that's a dope hat. I was like, oh, wait, that's the hat. Yo, if it wasn't for your hat,
your logo saying your life.
Your logo saying your life. We're closed. Leave us. Go.
Yeah, man. So everybody, man, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, man. So... We're wrapping it up here, man. Thank you for always tuning in to everybody out there. Shout outs to Tribeca Barber School one more time. We're going to be out there in New York.
Truth the Barber.
Follow Truth the Barber, man. Shout outs to our new sponsor and our new affiliate,
Gavo, hey, man.
Clothing brand, man. So you're going to be seeing a lot more from him, man.
Real quick, tell them how they can find you.
Yo, y'all can find me right now in Instagram, Gavo_Julio.
How do you spell it? Just so
GAVOT_JULIO.
There you go.
There you go. Get your orders in.
Products.
Get those orders in.
Like. And I got His head is fly.
Woo! All right. But thank you everybody for tuning in, man. Wherever you watching,
they love you. Good on this fucking hat, bro. Look at this shit.